Esther 9 1 through 19, the principle of the seed. Almost 12 months had passed since the couriers had taken Haman's edict throughout the Persian Empire. On the day God's people were to be annihilated, they were given the right to defend themselves and overpowered their enemies instead. God's people had seen deliverance from the hands of their enemies many times, but memories are short. God established the principle of the seed. He governs over the rules and economy of sowing, planting, feeding, producing, pruning, reaping, harvesting, and gleaning. As his people, all believers are led through each of these phases with the utmost love and care. Lean in. Keep in close conversation with the Heavenly Father. Esther used several occasions to plant a seed and implore her king's favor, and his response was always, "What is your petition? It will be given to you. What is your request? It will also be granted." 9:12. Esther was even willing for her seed to die so others would live. In John 12:24 and 27, Jesus said about his own life, "Very truly I tell you, unless a kernel of wheat falls to the ground and dies, it remains only a single seed. But if it dies, it produces many seeds. Now my soul is troubled. And what shall I say? Father, save me from this hour. Now it was from this very reason I came to this hour." The hopes and dreams and treasures of a Christ follower are counted as loss and sown in the ground to ultimately produce a harvest greater than one can imagine. Whatever is given up in trust to Jesus, God uses as seed to produce a large crop. Jesus longs for us to see his overarching story. In the midst of tragedy, there is purpose. Suffering offers a closeness and intimacy with Jesus. As his beloved, we are in a position to ask and keep asking to see his name glorified. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open to you. Jesus' followers can rest in the promise of God that in all things, including present suffering, God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. Romans 8:28. God is writing an overarching story of redemption across all time until Christ's return. Believers can entrust their seed, families, businesses, dreams, health, and their very lives into the hands of God. There is assurance that with the planting of a seed, a great harvest is coming when Jesus returns.